Okay, I think I got it. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, Ron, absolutely. That is exactly what I mean. All right, awesome, awesome. So what is up, guys? It's been a while. I have not I've not been on it. Anybody got anything new they want to share? What do you guys think about all this stuff that's going on? I'm going to show you something that I find very interesting. Actually, in the last, in many of my videos, my previous videos, I've said exactly what a lot of what's happening right now is exactly what I said. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. Dolomite XRP, huh? You a fan of Dolomite? That dude was something else, man. I'll tell you. Actually, I went to one of a comedy show for Dolomite. It wasn't so much comedy; it was just him just saying all types of crazy stuff. Fed is looking to create IOU on the ledger. None of that 3-year stuff. Okay. So you think that they're going to the Fed is or they're actually going to start using XRP to kind of pay off some of this debt? Because what I'm thinking is I don't know. It seems a little strange that we have the market heading south, and XRP is okay. They're gonna adopt, not create. Yeah, everything's happening like right in conjunction. That's what I find a little strange. Good strange, but definitely a little strange because I don't know. For a minute there, the stock market was going up. Actually, I read somewhere the height of the stock market was actually on I want to say the 27th of September, when it got to 27,300 304 or something like that. So what's up, Diane? How you doing? Yeah, Miss Diane she's been here, man, since I started this channel. Absolutely. I really appreciate it, Diane. Thank you. So yeah, like what I believe is that what was I saying? Yeah. Anyway, it's a little strange that everything's happening right now. Like I said, the height of the stock market was on, I think, like I said, the 27th of September. Now we are. Oh, something else. Somebody was saying. I believe it was what was it? What's up, Donald? Man, I'm sorry I didn't do a whole bunch of shout outs. I don't really like to do the shout out thing. It just, I don't know, it kind of I don't know, it's just kind of weird to me. But anyway, yeah, Ron, I totally agree. It seems like it may let the market just crumble. Yeah, it's headed south. I think over these next couple weeks, it's just going to continue to go. Trump is getting a whole bunch of crap, man, isn't he? It's kind of crazy. Like you can see, I don't know. For me, I'm able to I can just see through all that BS. I know you guys probably can too. It's so obvious. It's so obvious that everything that's going on now. Believe me, I think probably most of all of this is just theater anyway. But they play their part. They play their parts well, though. I'll say that. Yes, absolutely. Ripple is on fire, Diane. Absolutely. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get into something well, the first part of this. Okay, so I think, what was it? Right here. I believe we got this. I believe this was, the impeachment stuff, the distraction. Yeah, that's what. Absolutely, man. It's really kind of funny. Like I said, it's just, it's yeah, it's funny how they go through all this stuff. I feel like, the people in office, they're really not, they're not doing what they actually are supposed to be doing or what we think they're doing. They're just actors. So anyway. Okay, so here, Swift is testing Ripple for settlement. Now, if you guys have been with me, those of you who have been with me for the majority of my stint here on YouTube, I've said many times that Ripple isn't going to come up and just displace Swift. Swift is a very large company, and I said this in my video, but Swift has been around since the 70s, probably even more. They probably just changed their spots and became what they are as we know them today, but they were probably something else before they actually became what we know as Swift today. So all they're going to do is make another change, because as you can see, Ripple, what they did, they stopped trying to be Swift. They stopped trying to be like competition for Swift, and they became a company that facilitates the needs of companies like Swift. So to me, like I said, I knew this, at least I was thinking this from a long time ago, just understanding how, these companies that are, that have been in, that have just been entrenched for so long, they're not going anywhere. Those that do, even if they do go away, they're not really going away. All they're doing is just going through a metamorphosis, right? They're just changing into something else that, that will work better for that period of time. So that's what I think is just happening right now, guys. So I'm saying all that to say this. It is a good thing, right? It's a good thing that Swift is actually testing Ripple. They're probably already done with the testing. We're getting the news, kind of behind the mark, but the deal is, being that they have the banks and they already have the volume that they do. As soon as it goes live or whatever, as long as this is valid right now, but when they actually go live, as it's been said many times, if XRP just got 10% of what what Swift Swift has, it would really kind of rocket the price. So pretty interesting. JMC only acknowledged the good questions. Yeah, for sure. Jason, yeah, I believe so too, man. I think the whole deal is that something has to be done before the new year, right? Because to be honest with you, Trump, how bad would it look if under Trump's watch we have a major, like, this meltdown has the potential to be the worst ever in history, right? So that outshines what happened in 29, what happened in 87, what happened in 2008. Like, it'll be like many times worse than any of those. So how is that going to fare for him trying to get reelected after something like that happens? He's not going to let that happen. Even going into the holidays, and like right now, the way things are looking right now, companies are literally throwing people out. Right? They're a lot of companies are going bankrupt. I know Forever 21, they just filed for bankruptcy, I believe, and they're closing like tens of thousands of stores. So, or no, not tens of thousands. I think it's like 12,000 stores and tens of thousands of employees, basically 30,000 employees are supposed to be getting laid off. So that's not a good thing, right? Not a good thing at all. Diane, yeah, I believe. Hey, what's up, Jellypon? Thanks for joining, man. Yeah, good to see you too, man. Let's see. Ron says, I think heard that somewhere before. Swift is Ripple or something like that. You know, I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt. I just cannot see a fledgling company just coming up, because 10 years in existence, and Ripple hasn't, well, in the form that it is right now, they haven't been around for 10 years. I think the concept has been around for a long time. They've known about this for a long time. Like if you look at that Phoenix ad that was put out, they've known where they were heading. But either way, you don't have a fledgling company just pop up and they're going to take over where you have something like Swift that's entrenched. Like I said, it just isn't going to happen. So you always keep this in mind. Never just take the narrative at face value. There's always more going on behind the scenes, always. So anyway, XRP. All right, so let me see what you guys have to say here. Let's see. Ripple didn't take Swift over, but they are certainly taking the hinges off the back door. Yeah, and you know what? I think at first a lot of us were thinking that, but I don't think that was ever the case. We're being led wherever they want us to be. That's what I think. Let's see. Sure, he's got a big play. Yeah, I think for Trump, I think XRP is his trump card. No pun intended. All right. So Jason says, do you suggest I sell full BTC for XRP, being that when XRP moons, it's going to net me way more than one Bitcoin? Thoughts? Well, all I can tell you, Jason, is personally, I don't hold any Bitcoin. I sold all my Bitcoin for XRP. I can't tell you what to do. It's your money. It's your funds. Just all I can say is look at the evidence and, make your decision based on that. That's really all I can say, man. Newell Jordan, what's up, man? XRP might be a few thousand price. Just wait. Yeah. I don't think it's going to take quite as long as a lot of people are saying, but you know what? It really doesn't matter. XRP is going to go where it's going to be. I mean, we can't make it go faster. We can't slow it down. It's going to happen as it's meant to happen. So, wherever it goes in the next few months, hey, let's just sit back and wait for that to happen. Let's see. Popped in, let you know, doing good. David Best, what's up, brother? By the way, spot on about Pomp, early spot. Oh yeah. That's right. Thanks for joining, David. Yeah, that's right, man. Like I said, none of this stuff happens. It doesn't just happen. It's all orchestrated. Do not think for 1 second Pomp just tweeted out, oh, I want to have a interview with Brad Garlinghouse, and Brad is like, okay. That it doesn't happen like that. I mean, it just doesn't happen like that. Okay, so Casper Carr says, have you ever played devil's advocate for Ripple? I can't seem to find anybody who actually knows the workings and potential of XRP to talk about XRP downfall side. Okay, so Casper, one thing that I always look at the negatives. What could happen? Actually, in the last few days, I have been kind of considering that. Is it possible that something else could take Ripple's place? That somebody could actually, come up and they could just do a bait and switch, right? It is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I don't think it's plausible simply because of where we are right now. Okay, that's just where I am with it. Again, it is possible. Anything could happen. So I won't just say no, it can't. I'll put it like that. All right, snowball now, brother. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's I think between now and the end of the year is going to be very interesting. I personally, now don't get me, don't get me twisted now. I'm just saying what is on my mind. This is in no way me saying this is what's going to happen. But when I'm looking at the fact that we are going into a new decade, we are, and the whole numbers thing kind of means something, considering the fact that the economy is literally crashing right in front of our eyes. And we have all of this stuff happening with Ripple at this specific time in Q4. I don't think we're going to go into 2020 with XRP being at 25 cents. I think it'll be much higher than that. But again, anything can happen. I don't work for Ripple. I don't. Somebody suggested that I get paid by them. No, I don't. Damn it. I wish I did. Believe me. But again, it's just me guessing. How many times have I been wrong? Well, a lot. And I'll probably be wrong a lot more. Why? Because I am not a Ripple employee, nor even if I was, I wouldn't be important enough for them to tell me anything meaningful. So, all right. What else we got here? Jason, I have a truckload of XRP. I thought I'd better position myself. Hey, man. I know me. I've been filling my bags as much as possible. Lots of big BG interviews all over the place. Seems very well planned out. Yeah, Ron. Hey, I totally agree, man. Again, I mean, it isn't just happening like organically. It isn't. It's all orchestrated. Everything that happens in front of all of these people is very well planned out. Sometimes it doesn't work out the way they want it to, but it goes through a whole planning sequence before it's ever announced. All right, Pomp has to change his own narrative. Been called out on Twitter. Oh yeah, man, Pomp, don't look, dude. Anybody that is in crypto and they have become wealthy, they have XRP. Don't ever think that Pomp or whoever else out there that is wealthy, right? That's not like us waiting for the bull run. They're already wealthy and they got wealthy from crypto, or they were already wealthy. Believe me, they have XRP already. Do you not think that they don't have financial planners and these planners don't know about XRP? I mean, they already know what's going to happen. We're the ones that are left out in the dark and clueless for the most part. And we're the lucky ones. We're the ones that are even latched onto it at this point. Think about all the people right now that have no freaking clue about what's going on. That we're only about 1% of the population, maybe 2% of the population. It's crazy. So yeah, don't think that these guys have not already gone through it all. All right. Let's see. Jalapon says, as much as I love XRP, BTC will still be the best digital store value, but I could picture XRP being around 10 to 20 in several years. Well, you know what, man? A store value does not mean that it'll be around. Because you have to remember, these are cryptocurrencies. Inherently, a cryptocurrency has to be useful. All right? There's no other... what else does it do? What other purpose does it serve? Okay, everything that Bitcoin can do, there's another currency or another coin that can do it better. So what's then left for Bitcoin? It's slow, it's expensive, and to be honest with you, and I tweeted this out, Bitcoin, I believe, was just an experiment. It was a social experiment that was created by a 3-letter agency just to see how we would receive it. It was much more successful than they expected. The original plan was always, I believe, that XRP, something like XRP, would be the one that would end up being the world reserve currency, however you want to look at it. So, let's see. All right. Gold is a store of value. Exactly, David. Gold is a store of value. And you know what? Guess what else? Not only is gold useful to make jewelry, not only has gold been used for thousands of years as currency, but gold is physically useful. It can be used in electronic equipment, which it is used in electronic equipment all over the world already. My dad spends a lot of time tearing apart electric equipment or computer equipment, taking the gold out of it. He does this. So, yeah, gold is useful in many different ways. Cryptocurrencies have a very tight range of things that they can actually accomplish. Bitcoin is just not that. All right. BCH will replace BTC. You know, Ron, I might have heard that from somebody sometime. That is absolutely that actually, and to be honest with you, it has been said many times that Bitcoin Cash is actually what Bitcoin needed to be to actually survive. Bitcoin in itself, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to go away tomorrow, but I don't think Bitcoin's going to actually stand the test of time as we move forward into, because you got to remember too, we are in the infancy. Just imagine this. Imagine the beginning of the internet, like when everything was first starting, people were starting to talk about it, all the things that were going on. Are there really any remnants of what was then now? No. About the only thing that we can look back on and say as far as what's still around is TCP/IP. Okay. Now IV4 is what you see that the what is it, the 9 octets? I think it's 9, but whatever, the octets there. Well, even that is old because the version 6 is actually what we're moving to. The older version is less secure. That's the reason why somebody can actually hack your computer. They get your IP address because it is so easily obtained. And it's yeah. So anyway, there's really not much that has remained from the old versions, like the previous versions of what was going on at that time during the beginning of the internet. What else we got? Government and Ripple team is growing rapid globally. Yep, absolutely. They're acquiring companies. I mean, acquiring companies out the wazoo. When you see a company doing that, all right, that's so, guys. It's just, oh man, so much. All of this stuff that's been going on. I need to start streaming more often. Understand Bitcoin is faster than what it was. They are making improvements, and they have the. Dude, I'm going to tell you, Jason. Look, Lightning Network is still being worked on. All right, it's far from being what they have touted it to be. And look, I'm not trying to tell you not to like Bitcoin. Love Bitcoin. I mean, it doesn't make any difference to me. If anybody has Bitcoin, please keep Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not going anywhere anytime soon. Bitcoin will go up in value. Why is this? Because it was the first mover. It's the Coke of crypto. If you want to make money on Bitcoin, you're going to. Just know, though, that at some point, it's going to be realized that Bitcoin is not the way to go. That's just it. Just looking from a technical or technology aspect, it is not going to stand the test of time. When you have something that you have to modify so much, I mean, that would be like taking a Model T, trying to put a new engine in it, and doing all this stuff to try to keep it up. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. There are too many things missing when you compare it to a car that's being made today. So what's the use in trying to build that up? Just get a new car. I mean, even I have a 2004 Avalanche. All right. I love the truck. In 2004, it was a great vehicle. What's missing now are all the additional gadgets that makes it safe, that makes it more fuel efficient. I mean, more everything. I mean, even the trucks now today are even bigger and better, and they are better at they're more fuel efficient. So there's no point in trying to. You can only put so many band-aids on something before you have to replace it. That's just the truth, man. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to bash Bitcoin or anything. I'm just speaking because I have a technical background. I'm speaking from a point or a position of understanding when it comes to technology. Okay. So what else we got? Regs in 2020. Regs could hurt this space if applied too soon. With that said, that does not mean we will not have a nice bull run. Yeah. I mean, as far as regulation, I don't think. First of all, let's see. All right. Regulation is not even necessary for and you know, I mean, you already know this, Ron, but regulation is not necessary for XRP. Why is that? Because banks, financial institutions don't have to hold it. That's the reason they came up with Xcurrent and multi-hop. That's the reason why MoneyGram is so important. Banks don't need to hold. That was the only thing holding everything back. If you guys get a chance, check out Tony Valentino. He puts a lot of very interesting stuff out there, and he himself has already said that it makes no sense for Ripple to I get kind of like act the way they are right now, because it's not even necessary for financial institutions to hold XRP. That's the reason why they built Xcurrent multi-hop version 4 or whatever. All right. What else we got? 2-minute run. Silver price is going to burn our faces off. You know what, David, man, I was this close from buying silver. Bitcoin maxes, it's screwed. Time to sell it to the sheep. Yeah. Let the SEC take its time. Classify before the rules. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's not even. Okay, he says, and Jason, man, don't take what I'm saying as, I'm trying to talk bad about Bitcoin. It doesn't matter to me. What I'm saying is I noticed BTC transaction speed increased quite a bit. Well, okay, so Jason, you got to remember this. This is the deal. The volume of Bitcoin has gone down. And this is the same thing that happened in 2017. Initially, at the beginning of 2017, man, those transactions were going through quickly, okay? But once we start to increase in volume and you start having these transactions back up, you can go just look up Bitcoin transaction, whatever, backed up transaction. It'll take you to the website so you can see how many transactions they are in arrears. It will back up. It's just going to happen. When you're dealing with, that's a problem with proof of work. Okay, you have and just imagine, just like these miners that went down or got burned up in China, that killed. I mean, it killed everything. So, yeah. Let's see. Probably should be what BT's value is. Hey, Joseph, I don't disagree with you, man. I don't disagree with you. I personally, what I see every time I see, like when I see the price of XRP go up a bit and then it just comes down immediately. I don't know. Me, I kind of think there's something funny going on. That's me. All right, so, and Ron says, if regulators said that a Model T has to have a Hemi motor, things would fall apart. Absolutely, man. Because not only do you replace the engine, you got to replace everything else to be able to accept it. There's a lot more going on than just like the engine or anything like that. And as far as it's related to Bitcoin, Trump could destroy Bitcoin in an instance. Oh yeah, not to mention the centralization of the mining in China for Bitcoin. There are just too many negatives. It's just too many negatives. That's the reason why I got out of it. And don't get me wrong, if I had stayed in, because I bought some back when it was like 3,000, and I sold it, without really making anything on it. If I had kept it and it got to even where it is now, I would have made a nice profit. But you know, I really just kind of lost that confidence in it. You know, and that's really all I have to say about it. Anyway, what up, Charlie G? Okay, yeah, man, pool. Let's see what else. Jason, you're right. We'll see during the next bull run. Oh yeah, man, and like I said, man, you're gonna make money on Bitcoin. You know, everybody's in there is gonna make big money on Bitcoin. I'm not saying that at all. All right, so the speed increase for BTC because they are running it along the XRPL, just like ETH transactions. The public knowledge that maxis don't want anyone to know. Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, because haven't you guys heard that XRP is the fastest way to send Bitcoin? Somebody said that. I thought that was pretty interesting. Okay, still be selling it now, but okay. So let me go ahead and go to this information that I want to get to. Okay, so lawmakers asked Fed to explore U.S. dollar digital currency. Okay, so I didn't get into this. I mean, obviously, if it's anything like what China is doing, obviously, guys, we are going to have a dollar-like digital currency. It's going to happen. We are not going, and now these are my opinions. We're not going to be using XRP in a daily transactional way, okay? I'm sure, and it can happen at any time. You know, the government could come down and say, look, being that we're using XRP as, you know, in this capacity, they may buy everything from us, or they may say that if we do anything with it, we can only sell it to specific places. There are a lot of different things that can happen, right? But you gotta understand that because XRP is going to be used in a specific way, it's very likely that we will not be using it on a daily basis. The way everything is being built, you know, with Wits at Wind and all these different things with Xpring and whatnot, and even the nature of XRP or the XRPL is that it can handle the transactions of other cryptocurrencies. So we don't have to use XRP. Now, what I have been told, right, by, you know, a friend of mine, was that someone who may have had some kind of important information, basically, was that XLM would be the cryptocurrency that is used more so on a transactional, you know, a daily transactional way. So essentially, financial institutions would use XRP and retail would use XLM. Now, that may not be the case, but like I said, it'll likely be something like that. In other words, XRP will not likely be the everyday transactional method. Let's see. Bitcoin is a gap. Yeah. It's inevitable. So anyway, and I'm going to go on to this right here. Wait. Right here. Now, I don't know if this particular article is is vetted. You know, I mean, they put it out. I don't know. Somebody was asking David Schwartz if he actually said these things or if it was true. But apparently there may have been some talks about XRP collateralized stablecoin. So, you know, could the new digital dollar be backed by XRP? My initial thought was that because I always believe, like I said, I always believed that XRP would not be used by retail on a daily basis. So my thought was that gold would back XRP, XRP would back a stable coin. Okay, that's my, you know, kind of view of it. But like, again, I mean, I have no information other than what's rattling around in this head. So, oh man, hey, what's up, Leon? Man, it's been so long, dude. I've been, Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I need to. I'm gonna start streaming. I'm gonna start streaming probably every day, if not, probably like 5 days a week. I need to. So Charlie G says the state of Ohio just stopped accepting BTC for payments, and it wouldn't look. Another thing too, how far-fetched would it be for the U.S. government, for Trump to say that no institution can accept Bitcoin? Is that far-fetched? By no means. By no means. Would it be a good move? Probably not. But it also could be implied. Okay? It could be, implied in such a way that, it would be in their best interest not to accept Bitcoin. But like I said, that's the reason why I got out of it. After, kind of understanding the bias of the mining and all of that, and then the fact, oh my God, like the stuff that's going on in China, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of it. Look up, there's a lot of stuff going on in China that really is, and it's no worse than, no worse than what's going on here. It's, at least here though, it's just it's a little bit different. So I'll leave that for you guys to kind of look into. Just find out what China is doing to Muslims in that live in China. All right. Oh, Casper Carr says, "How's your gut within a 2-year period? How many XRPs should you hold to be able to stop working?" All right. So, all right, me. I've heard a lot of different stuff. Now, if we're going off of like some of the highest expectations that I've been told, in the next year, because if you look at it like this, if XRP were to get to $1,000, right? Let's play it that way. We'll hypothetically say that $1,000 is XRP's price. How many XRP do you need yourself to live comfortably? Me, if you got, the way I look at it, if you have 10,000 XRP, that's $10 million. Do you really need more than that? I know, I don't. If I had $10 million, I'd be fine, I'm sure. But some people may not feel that way. It really depends on, how you feel about it. But again, from what I understand, $1,000 XRP is no problem at all. No problem. Yeah, Leon Burton. Hey man, what is the hype today? Man, so much, man, so much. We got Ripple and Swift and Ripple partnering. Ripple preparing for XRP to go nuclear. I found this very interesting. But, they kind of tie it all in, all these different things that are going on with the meeting, with Ripple acquiring more companies, X-Spring coming into action, as they say, Pomp and BG, or Brad Garlinghouse, having a talk. There's so much going on right now. And guys, who knows what's going to happen in the next few days, what we're going to hear, come out. It's just, you never know. I always tell people, I tell my wife that, every day is a new day and new information can be served. We don't know until we get there, right? So anything can happen. Let's see. Vet Bro, what's up, man? What is up? Depends on your age, how much you think you need to retire, things like that. Yeah, exactly. If you look at it like this, there are more and more sites coming, and there are going to be more exchanges and custody companies that will pay you dividends on your crypto. So if you just go by that 5% rule, right? 5% a year, on as far as interest or dividends or whatever, how you want to look at it. 5% a year for $1 million, that's $50,000 per million. Okay, so I mean, $10 million is $250,000, right? For I think I'm pretty sure that's right. But do you think you can live on 250? I would, if you can live on the interest of whatever amount of money that you have, I think you're doing good, and have the millions in just the principal set back, and that actually just constantly generating money for you. Hey, there are a bunch of different ways. All right, 1.8 million XRP wallets, only 1.7 million have more than 5 XRP. Yeah, that's right, man. Not a whole lot of people. Actually, I was saying this the other day to someone. Not a lot of people actually have a substantial amount of XRP, which is very interesting, honestly. With everything that's been going on, you would think that there's more awareness, but the thing is that a lot of people have just lost faith, have lost the interest or whatever, however you want to look at it, but they have basically sold out. And you know what? It has been difficult sticking with all of this, with the price dropping. I mean, look, it's down to 25 cents. It went to 21 cents. I mean, it makes complete sense if someone got scared and sold out. I mean, it is one of those things. Typically, that's what someone would do to stop a loss. So, the difference is that this market is so new, hey, it's going to happen. It's volatile until there's something that comes in and says, and primarily regulations. Unless we can get that happening, the stability just won't be here for the most part. I think XRP can be stabilized, and it has been for the most part. It's probably the least volatile of all crypto. But all in all, guys, even here, they put it on top. But all in all, I think we just have a lot to witness over the next few months, years. Let's see. Leon Burton says $1,000 per XRP. Please make it realistic. $10 will be the peak. Well, Leon, if you actually do the math there, you'll realize that $10 cannot. It wouldn't be able to capture everything that could go through XRP. All right. So if you want to, and like I said, it's hypothetical anyway. If $10 is where you want it, brother, calculate it according to that. All right. So whatever amount you need, you calculate it. I'm telling you according to what I've been told. That's it. All right. Should we sell BTC for XRP? I hope you're not asking me that, man. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you what you should do. I know what I would do, but that's totally different from, I'm sure, what you would do. Sailboats and hookers cost a lot of money, so you get a lot of XRP. Yeah, they are very expensive. Yachts, I guess you're trying to say. Yachts and hookers. Yeah, they can be. You got to get a high dollar hooker though. If she's less than $500, man, you're taking a chance. All right, $1,000 XRP. My net worth would be 90 million. Hey man, John. Hey Jason, just be careful, man. Don't go into what you have, man. It's never a good idea. I've known too many people get targeted because somebody knows how much they have. All right. Let's see. Vetbro says I lean towards Schwartz, $120. Yeah, 100. Yeah, it could be. Like I said, I was just throwing something out there. Maybe 100. Hell, I'd be fine with $5 right now. I mean, better than 25 cents. Anything upwards is always a good thing. What's up, Bo Winkle? Thanks for joining, man. Bo Winkle says, sorry, Blade, I had some on-demand liquidity. Oh man, that's not a good thing, man. That's not a good thing. Well, it depends. I guess it depends on how you look at it. All right, Diane says people aren't into the cheap price. They'd rather start buying at $1. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true, Diane. That's very true. I think they want to see that. I guess they want to see it move. I don't know. They don't. Me, I've always been the kind of the visionary. So I don't. If I can look at all of this stuff and look at the price, I'm like, I just can put that together. I'm like, okay, what's happened in the past? If you look at the history of crypto, starting out with Bitcoin, hey, Bitcoin was less than a cent. When I first heard about Bitcoin, I think what was it in 2012? I don't know. It was around $10, I believe, something like that, maybe even lower. Look, the price went up. Yes, it took a long time, but you got to remember, as far as XRP goes, we are not starting off where Bitcoin started off. I can tell you right now, I feel very confident in this statement. What you're seeing right now is not organic movement of the price. I personally believe this is all due to some type of manipulation from some party. Who that party is, I have no idea. But when you look at for me, when I look at the movement of it, it just is too strange when you consider all of the information that's been put out there. One of the reasons why I think you don't see the FOMO really kicking in is because holding the price down, people come in and they see the price and then they see all the news, it's not going anywhere. Just like Diane said, people don't want to buy in at this point. They're afraid. They're scared it's going to go down even further, right? So this is all psychological, right? You have to get to the point where you realize there is a time to maximize the amount of future wealth that you want to have, because you're not buying for right now, you're buying for the future. Okay, if you were buying for right now, you would buy in at $1 or higher because you're seeing the price go up. We've all done that. If you sit back and you see, oh man, I don't want to get into that, I don't know, it's going down, mentally, that's the natural thing to do. You don't want to get into something if it looks like it's not popular. But once you see the price start going up, you're going to buy in, even if it's at a high price. So I think that whatever is happening now, what they're doing is that they're averting the real FOMO that could happen, right? I think once XRP hits about 50 cents again, because from here to 50 cents is quite a jump. That's 100%, right? That's doubling the amount you have right now if it hits 50 cents. Once that happens, people are going to start to take notice. People that will initiate the beginnings of FOMO. And once it gets over $1, all bets are off at that point. So they can't afford that right now. I'm sure there are a lot of different financial institutions still trying to get in, and whatever. There's a lot of stuff that could be happening. We just don't know. But once they decide to let go, let the price do what it's going to do, believe me, the FOMO is going to be there, and it's going to be absolutely crazy. And don't think that nobody really knows about XRP. There are a lot of people that do. Even the people that are, maxis for all these other coins, once they see XRP start to take off, they are going to FOMO in. All right, so I've talked a lot there. All right. What else we got here? With the price, this low XRP will burn up so fast, I'll need to be replaced. It'll need to be replaced in 10 years with a much higher value. It will last for another 100 years, which is what it's intended to do. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. What's up, rebels? I think cat flower works. Calculation. Joseph says, I heard that XRP was created to be worth $10,000. Joseph, Yeah, that was actually a video that somebody put out. That's what they said. I mean, I'm not gonna go into any specifics on what I've been told or what I've heard or anything like that. I don't want anybody going off and buying anything. Just look at the evidence. The evidence is there. I mean, at that point, once you look at all this, what are you gonna do? That's the question. All right. What's up, Spanish Fly? How are you? Thanks for joining. If XRP hits 50 cents, I will sell. Leon, I hear you, man. Everybody has their off ramp. Hold on. Wife is calling. Hey, sweetheart. Hold on one second. Let me call you back. I'm doing a stream. I'll call you right back.
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Just call me December when you turn the light on.
Okay, I'll call you.
Alright, I love you.
Love you. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so where was I? That you have Casper Card and any other coins, tokens that you have your eye on. You know what? I mean, I've kind of learned my lesson. I'll be honest with you. I have other coins, but I'm not gonna talk about them. I don't want anybody else getting in because I've already lost money. Just making some, getting involved in some things that weren't the best thing to do. So I don't want anybody, looking at me saying, "Hey, he said he was in that, and I lost money." Not at all. XRP is the one. All right. And that's really the only one that matters because by far I have more money in XRP than anything. So that's the one that matters. All right. That's why I think the price will go up quickly. Yeah. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I believe so too. The FOMO, I think it's going to be a quick jump. I don't know. I mean, like I said, anything could happen. Crypto doesn't follow any of the, traditional pathways when it comes to finance. It hasn't. I mean, anything could happen. But I do personally believe that it's going to jump like that overnight. It's going to be quick. Because, I think it'll be quick. Bet, bro, I did, man. I did. Yeah, if I didn't, man, she would kick my butt, man. I'll be honest with you. All right, so Bet, bro, says, why base a coin that can move any form of value instantly to any other form of value by the U.S. dollar that countries to inflate makes 0 cents? Yeah. Yeah, as far as the way fiat works right now, without a doubt, fiat it's gone. Fiat is not going to be around. That's the reason why all of this stuff is happening right now. They already know that they've come to the end. But the deal about it is there's going to be a type of fiat that sticks around. Unfortunately, they have to have something they can inflate. That's how they make their money. And when I say they, those are the people that, the central bankers, essentially. They're not, I don't care, whatever you think, if you think central bankers are being pushed out, you're wrong. Central bankers they've been around, they're going to be around. They are the ones that set up this whole system. I'll be honest with you, I think they're the ones who, well, I'll say this. I believe they have something to do with crypto because they knew the fiat system was going to be, it's going to be out of there. So just don't think that, because I was looking at something somebody was saying on a video that Trump is, kicking the central bankers out or all this. Look, Trump is, Trump is not doing anything. Not like that. Central bankers put him there. Okay? So they run the show. Just don't get delusional. Don't anybody get delusional. All right. We love her too, huh? Yeah. It's my little lady right there. VeChain, hey, VeChain's, I don't have any VeChain anymore, but VeChain kind of treated me well. I'll say that. XRP has to be magnitudes higher in order to work. Yep. Who hasn't lost money? We all have to learn. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It happens. But as much money as you lose, you know, if you learn your lesson, it will one day your gains will surpass the losses by many, many times. All right, Rebel says, don't forget the 80-cent wick from last year. It will make XRP jump from 56 to 80 cents in minutes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Because I think didn't that happen in like September of last year? Sean, I haven't lost any because I haven't sold yet. Sean, smart guy. You understand, you don't lose money until you actually sell. Sell VeChain, Moon Boy here. That bro, 85%. Yeah, that's a good distribution, vet bro. Not bad. 10 would be. Yeah, vet bro. Okay, I lost a lot selling my BTC for actually, but yeah, you know, Diane. So did I I sold a lot of my Bitcoin when it was, you know, kind of far down, to be honest with you. I got a lot of XRP. I got a decent amount of XRP for it, but I could have gotten more now. But the thing about it is, you can only act according to what the available information, you know. So I think we make our choices based on the most relevant information we have at that particular time. So selling then, I mean, it's honestly, hey, it's not necessarily a loss. You only know that it was a loss right now because there were better times to buy, but you didn't know that then. So it's all good. It's all good. Oh yeah, Rebel Zenfin is a straight up scam. That stuff right there. Yeah, anybody have a good info on? True. Hindsight 2020. Yep, absolutely. Believe me, because you know, if we could go back, you know, I mean, hey, if we could go back, I'd go back and buy probably, you know, $50,000 worth of XRP back in early 2017 when it was 0.6 of a cent. You know, I mean, man, I tell you, and I always say this. I bought XRP when it was 0.006 whatever. I got 2,500 XRP for $15. $15. I got 2,500 XRP. The amount of money that I was parted from was just, it was way more than that. If I had spent even half of the money that I was parted from, I would be a millionaire. I would be a multi-millionaire right now. Okay, so it's all good. All good. That broke. Ron, that was kind of for the XRP. All right. By the way, I'm listening from Greenland to your channel as worldwide. Oh yeah, man, you're in Greenland? Oh my God, dude. Is it, man? Oh man, that is crazy. I flew over Greenland, coming back from Africa actually. I mean, and all I saw was white. It was just freaking a glacier. You know, of course, you know, more northern. It's just white, just a freaking glacier. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, it's cold even though it is summertime, right? You get a little bit of a break. That is crazy, dude. Leon Burton, do you have 10,000 plus XRP? Hey man, no bag flashing, no bag flashing. All right, Ron, schooling people. Ron, okay. Most of your statements. Let's see, Sean. If I would have canceled cable on 23. I know, man. Yeah, Sean, absolutely. Just think about all the things you spent money on, and you could have taken that money. If you could go back and just take that money and just put it in XRP back when it was like, nothing. Oh man, wouldn't that be nice? Vetbro said I missed 0.005 by 2 months. Oh man, that sucks, dude, doesn't it? I mean, and the price went up quick. It went up really quick. I think I bought it. Oh, what was it? I bought back then. It was called Ripple, of course. It was in, I think it was like May, maybe something like that. I know I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I think it was on GitHub anyway. And actually, I still have some there. I can't get it off for whatever reason. That didn't sound good. I can't send it out. Yeah. All right, Spanish Fly. Hey, you have a great night. Get some of those Z's. Absolutely. Take care of yourself. All right. Let's see what else we got. Still opportunity in a lifetime. Who does? Yeah, absolutely, Sean. Right now, the price. See, right now is how can I put it? The price is such that you can become extremely wealthy, right? Off of XRP once it actually goes up. Once it does increase in price, it's obviously there won't be millionaires made, but there will still be people that make a lot of money. It's kind of like Bitcoin. If you have enough money, say you have $20,000. You had $20,000 when Bitcoin was $3,000. You could have made a very, very decent profit off of it, right? Maybe not a millionaire, not a millionaire, but still very, very good profit. So that's where XRP will be. Let's see. VeChain will pop to XRP price. Yeah, man, and VeChain is actually really cheap right now as well. Yes, reserve amount still on GateHub forever. No, actually, it's not VetBro. It's not the reserve amount. It's actually more than that. I can't remember. I think it was. I want to say it's like 80 or 90 XRP that's over there. I just haven't been able to get it off or whatever. I haven't been able to send it out for whatever reason. So, all right. So, guys, I think we have definitely gone over it. Was there anything else that I wanted to talk about? I don't know if you guys have gone over to Coil. This is an article that David Schwartz wrote up, ideas for the future of XRP Ledger. This is very interesting. You might want to go over there and check it out. Essentially, he's just kind of throwing it out there and saying, hey, what do you guys think? They're trying to come up with ideas on what can be done with XRP. All the different, that's the beautiful thing about this. What more will be done with XRP? This is going to be quite a journey, I think. And in the next, I think what took the internet from 98 till 99 till now, those 20 years, I think crypto will do it in half the time or a little bit less. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because the underlying infrastructure, which is the internet, is already built. It's fast. It's all over the world. So there's a lot less work that has to be done. It's just overcoming the Sorry, I think I want to say one of our cats is kind of crying or whatever. But anyway, it's overcoming the people's mentality. So we'll see. I mean, again, it's going to be an interesting journey from here. All right, guys, that's all I have for you this evening. It's been an hour. I really, really, really appreciate you guys joining me tonight. This has been, I think it was up to around 67 or 70 people that joined. Considering I don't by any means or haven't been doing this on a regular basis, I am very grateful for you guys coming to hang out with me. So anyway, that's really all I have this evening. Let's see. I'm just going to go through your comments here. Yeah, I think all you guys are kind of ready to go to bed too. It's already almost 10, so. All right, Crypto Airy. Well, thank you for joining me. She says, hi, have a good night. I've been listening while working. Awesome, awesome. And Bullwinkle, yes, talk to you later, Mr. Bullwinkle Rebels. Hey, man, thank you. Thank you. And definitely keep your eye on all that stuff going on, dude. Your skills are pretty pretty on point. So, all right, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I will definitely spend more time doing this right here. I really enjoy it. So, all right, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.